Hi, my name is Alexis Daniels. I'm 23. I'm from Riverside, California, which is about an hour and a half away from Los Angeles. Um, I recently just graduated from Chaffey College, which is out there, with my associate's degree in criminal justice. Um, I lived at home with my mom. I have a younger brother. I have six older siblings. Um, As far as my past educational and computer related experience at Chaffey College, I did work at the financial aid office. So there's different programs we used. One of which was called DataTel. So I was able to look at every student's financial aid on the campus, as as well as Microsoft Word, Excel to do voicemails and just different things like that. Um, my personal interest, I love TV. I love scripted TV. I don't watch reality TV. I can't take it. But I will binge watch a really good show. So, I love, I'm watching Scandal. I like How to Get Away with Murder, Jane the Virgin. The list goes on. American Horror Story. I have a whole bunch of shows that I really, really like to watch. Um, One of my accomplishments would definitely have to be getting my associate's degree. Um, I went to school straight out of high school for a year. I took a break and then I came back to school and I had to go again for another 2 years. So it was finally nice to be able to walk across the stage and get my associate's degree. Um, and the reason why I chose criminal justice is because um, I always used to watch Law and Order SVU, and I still do watch it. I really like the older ones when it was Detective Stabler and Detective Benson. Just watching them really help their victims out as much as they can, but then also expose the problems and issues with the criminal justice system, and then let alone with all of the officer involved shootings, these young men and women getting shot. Uh, well, men and women in general getting shot, the officers not being prosecuted or being acquitted of all their charges. I feel like it's a problem. So I really want to help solve that problem. I would love to become either a homicide detective. That's what I would really like to do. But then I also want to go federal. So the FBI or like the CIA or something like that. That's what I plan on doing. And so within that field. A huge technology that's impacting criminal justice right now has to definitely, one of them be DNA testing. Way back when, they didn't have it. So if a person seemed like they were guilty, there was no way to prove that they weren't, they would go to jail. And that actually happened. There was an inmate who was charged and found guilty of killing a woman. Come to find out, now that DNA testing has become more advanced, his DNA wasn't anywhere on the murder weapon at all. It wasn't even on the scene. So he was actually supposed to get executed, I believe, Tuesday or Wednesday. Luckily enough, the mayor of that town decided, you know, to have the DNA retested. So, luckily enough, he wasn't executed. And so I hope everything goes his way. But that's happening way too often where people are spending years, in prison and they didn't do it. Another thing that is impacting my field definitely has to be the use of electronic monitoring. And I think a big one is having body cameras. So, these officers are wearing these body cameras, and, when an incident happens, they have to report it as they say it happened, but that camera is really helping to show what actually happened. So, I have been seeing not few, but I have been seeing more officers and, just more criminals and whatnot being prosecuted based on these body cameras, but I think we need to use them more. So that's where I would like to see the advancements. I would really like for those to be used more in the courtroom, because I feel like I said, not enough officers are being, found guilty, prosecuted, and being punished like they should be. And then as far as the DNA testing, like that's another one. I would really like to see that happen more. And be taken, into the courtroom to be used as evidence, because there's just too many people that are being locked up for things that they did not do. So I would really like to see that. And then as far as my goals, my educational goals, definitely once I'm done here at Clark, to have my bachelor's degree, I want to go get my master's degree right after, and then I'd want to go get my doctorate. I don't want to stop. I kind of want to keep going, just because the more education you have, the more opportunities you have, the more money you can make. We all like to make a lot of money. So As far as career goals, like I said, a big part of me does want to be a homicide detective, but a really big part of me wants to be able to move up levels. So I would definitely like to be, like I said, an agent, FBI, CIA, Homeland and Security, something like that. That's where I can definitely see myself thriving. And good luck to everybody in the class this year. It's nice to meet you guys, and bye.